Fine, good morning to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well. So students, are you watching daily online classes? Students, are you watching online classes daily? So please watch daily classes students. So then only you will know the concept and also what are the portions I am giving daily. Please revise it, okay? So don't waste time. So you are thinking there is no exam, so no need to study. Not like that students. So daily you need to study daily portions, okay? So before I am going to start about the new chapter, so just recall what are things you have studied in the last class, okay? So till now I have completed chapter 16. Okay. So last class I have taught about chapter 16, one program. So what are things you have studied in chapter 16? Just recall it. So what's the title for the chapter 16? Inheritance, isn't it? So in that inheritance, what do you mean by inheritance? Advantages, types of inheritance, then sample program for that single and multi-level you have studied. So last class I have taught about the sample program for multi-level inheritance. So how many of them have studied that program? Studied or not students? Okay. So please if you are studying the program study the program and write in the notebook and see. Okay. So already I said till chapter 16 you have studied about programs. Which programming language you have studied in this year? C++, isn't it? So till 16th chapter you have studied programming language. So chapter 17 and 18 is a full theory portion. So and also very easy. This chapter is very easy and also what are the concepts they are telling here is you need to know what is that one. That's all. Okay. Okay. So always be interested in study this subject. Okay. So welcome to our today's online class students. So today we are going to study about a new chapter 17. So what's the title of a chapter means? Computer ethics and cyber security. Okay. So in this chapter onwards we are studying about security. Okay. So what's the meaning of, normally I am asking, what's the meaning of security? Security means you need to secure something or you need to protect something. Maybe that's the data or by yourself or anything, whatever may be. For example, if you are inventing something, maybe it's a device or a program or anything, you are inventing something, always what you will think, your invention is always need to based on you. You only need to modify or edit or anything. Whether you will allow third person or some other person to edit something what you are doing by you. Whether you will allow? No, that's not a good thing. So this and all things we are going to study about in this chapter about security. Okay. So first is the introduction. Okay. So in this introduction session, first we are going to study about internet. What do you mean by internet? So you all know about and familiar about internet, isn't it? So nowadays without internet, we can't able to sit even 1 hour, isn't it? Like the situations will be now. So mainly we can say internet is a communication media. So what do you mean by communication? For example, so I am talking to someone. I am talking to you. Consider. So I am talking to you. I am communicating with you, isn't it? So likewise, you are, for example, nowadays you all of them are using WhatsApp, isn't it? So what's the main use of WhatsApp? You can share your ideas, photos, videos or anything to your friend circle. If you are in a group means many friends can join in a group and share your ideas, photos, videos, anything. So this and all things we can say as a communication. Okay. Likewise, without internet, so it is possible to communicate through WhatsApp or anything? No. First one is internet facility is available means only you can able to share all the things, isn't it? Likewise, internet we can say, we can call internet as a which media? Communication media. Okay. So using this internet, you can able to open what are the things they are given in the net or you can easily able to accessible. What do you mean by accessible? Getting or taking information. Okay, so same thing, if you need to take some information from the Google Chrome or anything from through internet, you first, what's the first thing, you need to check whether net connection is there or not. So without net connection, whether you can able to get the things or anything, no. So first thing is net connection is important. So likewise, internet is a one important communication media. So through this internet you can able to get all the information. Okay, so nowadays, before in olden days, if you need to access the net means, so if you are thinking about before 10 or 20 years students mean, for example, particular student is studying in a college, he need to take something notes or anything, he needs to take from the internet, means what that student needs will do mean, so particular student will go to the some net center or anything, so he will pay some amount for 1 hour or half an hour, then he need to sit there and search anything. That's before 20 years or 10 years, the trend. But nowadays, you can able to access the net. What are the devices you can able to access? Computers you can able to access. Then mobile phones you can access. Tabs you can access. Then even TVs also you can able to access through Wi-Fi connection, isn't it? So nowadays, this internet is spread all around the world. You can able to access through what are the devices you can able to access, mobile phones, computer, tablets or anything. Okay, so which technology is mainly using for accessing the internet? That is information technology. Okay, so information technology is playing major role in accessing the net. Okay, so what are the advantages of internet means, what are the advantages? If I am asking, say some advantages of using internet, what you will say? Say some examples or some advantages. You can able to get lot of information regarding, for example, regarding your studies. If you need to download some notes or books or anything, if you have any doubt means you can able to search. Like a lot of advantages are there in educational field. For example, if you need to, in nowadays, if you need to apply for this online exam or anything, so all the things they are asking to apply through online, isn't it? So likewise, lot of advantages are there. Same way, so how much advantages is there, same way some disadvantages also there. Okay, so nowadays you can hear, or in movies also you can hear that one, most of them are misusing the net. So how much advantages there, same way some disadvantages are there by misusing the internet. Okay, so we can say the systems, the computer systems are mostly vulnerable. Vulnerable means easily you can able to get the information, or easily you can able to take some other informations. Okay, so this computer network or this information or this internet is mainly, if you see, means mainly it is playing a major role in daily lives or in business. So business peoples, without internet it is possible to run the business through online? No. So each and every business, this internet facility is very, very important. Okay, so if you are running a business or if you are taking some data, if you are handling some data, first thing you need to keep in mind, you should protect the data by yourself. Okay, for example, in a bank you are depositing nearly 10,000, consider 10,000 you are depositing. Okay, so what's your aim? Based on your needs you will take that money. Whether you will allow that money to take by some others? No, it's not possible. So always the data, whatever may be money or information, personal details or anything, always need to be valuable. What are the informations you are storing by yours is valuable, need to be protect or need to be secure. Always you need to be, remember, all these things no need to be go to the wrong hands. Hence your data need to be protected. Okay, so this is what are the introduction parts you have studied. So about internet you have studied, technology you are using. What's the technology? Information technology. So the whatever advantages are there, same way disadvantages are also there. So this internet is mainly playing in our daily lives as well as business. What's the thing always you need to take care? Always your data needs to be protected. Understood? Okay. So I said no. So there's a possibility of taking your data. That's the third person can also able to theft or take your data. So this and all we can say is a crime. In the movies you might have heard this word, cyber crime. Okay, cyber crime is mainly deals with, so this misuse, that is vulnerabilities happen in the computer network. Okay, for example, if some others will hack, third person will hack your system or third person will take your money. So this and all will come under which one? Cyber crime. Okay, so this cybercrime is always handled, or this cybercrime is always taking the information about criminals, or some persons are taking the some others information. Okay, this nowadays the cybercrime is a major challenge for each and everyone. Okay, so what's the main aim of this cybercrime? They always needs to protect your data. Or if a person is running the particular business, means that person needs to be protect the business data. So that data needs not be go to the some other hand. Okay, so types of cyber crimes. Okay, so what are the crimes, what are the possibilities are there to take your data or take your information from your systems or tablets or anything. Okay, this is an important diagrammatic question. So this is the type of cyber crimes. Okay, so what are the types of cybercrime? Mean phishing, viruses, piracy, online financial transactions, farming, identity thefts, and hacking. Okay, so once more, so if there was a question like this, I explain or write the types of cybercrimes. What are the types of cybercrimes? You will write phishing, viruses, piracy, online financial transaction, farming, identity thefts, and hacking. These are the cyber crimes. Okay, so in this chapter later we are going to study each and everything in detail. Okay, so before that we are going to study about ethics. What do you mean by ethics? Okay, so you might have heard this word ethics. What do you mean by ethics? Simply we can simple word, in simple meaning we can say what do you mean by ethics? Rules and regulations. Okay, rules and regulations or guidelines. Okay, whatever things, institutions or hospitals or whatever may be, they will give some rules and regulation for their institutions, isn't it? Same way, if you are using this computer network or if you are using this internet system or anything, you should follow ethics or some rules and guidelines. So what are things you need to use, or what are the rules you need to follow while you are using the internet? Okay, simply we can say ethics means what is wrong and what is right. Okay, so humans have the sixth sense, isn't it? So humans can identify. So what's the difference between these humans and other animals? They don't know which is good and which is bad, but humans know which is good and which is, that's the sixth sense, isn't it? Likewise, ethics means the simple word we can say mean what is wrong and what is right. That means which one is the right thing and which one is the wrong thing. So ethics means they will give some rules and regulation, or it will give some moral principles. Okay, some rules and guidelines are given by particular that institutions or particular thing, particular nation, so that you need to follow while you are using which one? Computer network or internet. Okay, so if you are following that rules and regulation means you will gains more knowledge. Okay, so using that morals always, for example, I am going to use the computer, using in my computer I am going to use the net. So they will, for example, in the school, if I am going to use the computer network means there some rules are there. So we should use only the proper websites, and also we need to, you don't use some other passwords, also like this rules and guidelines are there. So based on the rules and guidelines you need to follow and you need to get the thing. So that is called ethics. Okay, so moral means, otherwise in ethics we can say as a morals. That is a generally accepted standards. That means each and every, for example, our we normally known standard is ISO standard, isn't it? What do you mean by ISO? International Standard Organization. That's the one big NATO or institution. That ISO company will give particular standard for each and every institution. What's the meaning of that one? This institution will, what are the things they are given by ISO is following this institution or satisfying this institution. Likewise, the particular standards are given by particular nation. You need to follow while using the internet. That is called what? Ethics or morals. Understood? Okay. So, what are the standards or what are the ethics or what are the moral values you are given by particular the institutions or particular nations, okay, that you are going to study. Okay, so the crime we are called as which crime? Cyber crime. Okay, so in the cyber world, if you are using the network or internet, you should follow some standards. What are the standards? Okay, first one is do not use pirated software. Pirated means corrupted or unwanted. Okay, so always if you are using the internet mean, so there will be a lot of websites that you know, lot of softwares is there. For example, if you using studies, if you are for studies, which are the software is required? For example, e-books is required for you, PDF files, lot of likewise. Which one is required? Which one is not required? That first you need to remember. So which one is useful for your studies? That only you need to, based on that, which all the softwares is related to your studies, that you need to download and use. So particular website, for example, before 2 or 3 months, our government have banned lot of softwares or lot of mobile softwares, mobile apps. That all everyone knows, isn't it? So that we can call as pirated software. So likewise, unauthorized softwares you cannot able to use. That is the first thing. Don't use the pirated software. Understood? Second one is don't use unauthorized user account. What do you mean by unauthorized and authorized? For example, you are having one bank account. Okay, you are having one bank account. So who is authorized for a person for using that particular account? You alone. So your bank account. So who is the authorized person? You alone, isn't it? You can have the ability to use your account. You can able to take the money or withdraw the money, or you can able to again gain the money. You can able to debit the money or credit the money, that your wish. But the third person cannot able to use your account. If third person is using your account means we can say that is the unauthorized user account, and also you are not able or you are not allowed to use others account without the permission of others. For example, your friend's account is there, consider. So without the permission of your friend, you are not allowed to use his or her account. That is unauthorized. Okay, do not use others accounts. Understood? That's the second point. Then do not steal others passwords. So nowadays, what the even bank account or FB or whatever may be, now passwords are there, Gmail or anything. So what's the use of password? Even mobile phones also, nowadays all the mobile phones we are giving passwords or screen locks or anything, isn't it? So what's the use of password? Why you are giving? So to protect from others or third person. So if you are giving the password to others, means what they will do? They will open your mobile or open your account. They will take your personal information. But whether you will give your passwords to some others? No. Okay. So what's the use of password? Need to protect or secure. Likewise, you are not steal the don't. You are not allowed to steal others' passwords. Understood? Next one is do not hack. What do you mean by hack? Without the permission of others, without knowing their knowledge, you are taking their information. That is called what? Hacking. Okay. So what are the standards you have studied here? Do not use pirated, that is unwanted softwares. Then do not use other unauthorized account. Then do not steal others' passwords and do not hack or others' account. That these are the standards. Okay. So if you are using this computer network, you should follow all these rules and regulations. Okay. First, if you are using this ethics or if you are using the internet means, first always you need to know about privacy. What do you mean by privacy? What do you mean by privacy? Privacy means private. That means, so your account will be always private. That means what's the use of, in program you have studied about 3 access specifiers. What are they? Public, private and protected. What's the meaning of private? Only within the block alone you can able to access. Same thing. Privacy means you should always seek privacy. That means your mobile have all lot of informations regarding you, your family or your photos or videos. What you will think? You should secure or you should need privacy of your mobile phone. So if you are using this network or computer thing, so you should always use what? Privacy. Okay. Then publication of copyrighted content. What do you mean by publication of copyrighted content? Okay, so that one you might have heard about lost websites and thiritvcd.com. You know, so what some unauthorized websites are there. What's the copyrighted of content mean? So if they are releasing one film, so who is authorized person for that one? Maybe that director or producer or anything. Without the permission of them, the particular person will take that CD or write the CD without the permission of them, and they will load the films in the net. Then everyone can able to see. That is called what? Copyrighted content. Without the permission of their way, without the permission of the particular owner, you are taking the content from the even software, softly or anything videos. Without the permission of the owner, you are taking the information and you are copywriting the CD and you are publishing. That is called unauthorized copyrighted content. Okay. So unauthorized distribution of digital content. So the digital content is also like that only. For example, if you are a particular person is working 4 or 5 years and doing research work, okay, and he is publishing some papers, that's the result of particular person. But some other person will steal that research work and their person will publishing in it. Whether that is a good thing? No, that is called unauthorized distribution of digital content. Okay, and user interaction with website. So always if you are using the internet, they will say don't talk with unknown person or don't talk with the live video call with unauthorized person. That is called interruption website. Then unauthorized websites are you are not allowed to open. Okay, so these are the things you need to follow while you are using the network. Understood? Okay, today up to this enough. What are things you have studied? What do you mean by network? Then what are the technology you are using? So what do you mean by cybercrime? Types of cybercrime? What do you mean by ethics? And what are the rules and regulations you need to follow while you are using the network? So these are the things you should remember and you should follow while you are using the network. Okay. So after completion of this session, please just open your book and just read it. What are the things I have taught? So by your own, if you are reading means also you can able to understand. Thank you students. Remaining I can continue in the next class. Thank you. Okay.